We've all seen oily puddles appear colorful on rainy days. As a kid, I admired the shimmery rainbow sheen of soap bubbles.
They always puzzled me, though, because I knew that the soap mixture the bubbles were made of was not colorful. It turns out that they reflect light in a way that causes the rays to either amplify or cancel each other out in what is called thin film interference. But more on that later. First, some background knowledge.
Light rays are transverse waves, similar to the ripples you can make by moving the end of a slinky up and down. The visible light spectrum includes waves of specific frequencies that determine the color of light that we see. Frequency is inversely proportional to wavelength, meaning that as wavelength gets longer, frequency decreases, and vice versa. When a wave enters a new medium, it is both transmitted and reflected. When it hits a denser medium than the one it was previously traveling in, the reflected ray inverts, experiencing what is called a phase shift, meaning its peaks and troughs.
The transmitted ray continues into the medium. But wait! In a soap bubble, the layer of soap is extremely thin. The wave can't travel very far
before it has passed through the soap layer. When it hits the air inside the bubble, the wave is again reflected and transmitted. This reflected ray moves out of the soap and back into the air, so we have two reflected rays. However, the second ray has had to travel a little farther, so it may not line up perfectly with the first ray. If the two reflected rays, peaks and troughs, do line up, they will be in phase. They will constructively interfere, meaning that they amplify each other and appear brighter. If their peaks and troughs are exactly opposite each other, they will destructively interfere, canceling each other out and appearing dim. These rays are out of phase with each other.
Okay, so thin film interference makes some light rays appear brighter and others dimmer. But how does that create a rainbow effect?
The layer of film is not the same thickness all the way across, and because each color needs a specific thickness of film to appear brighter, this makes different sections of water appear a certain color.
Also, the angle of the incident light affects the path length of the second reflected ray, which can determine whether the two rays are in phase, out of phase, or somewhere in between. Thin film interference is a wonderful, yet everyday phenomenon.